All right, it is finally here. The moment every football fan on the planet has been waiting for. The official draw for the FIFA World Cup 2026 just dropped, and it is hot off the press. We are going to break down every key matchup, every storyline, so let's just dive right in.
You know, you really got to think of the draw as the official script for the opening act of the world's biggest tournament. This is what sets the stage, it creates all the drama, and it gives us that first tantalizing glimpse of the path to glory. This is where it all begins.
And here it is, the whole shebang. Now, I know, looking at this, it's a lot to take in at once. We're talking 12 groups, 48 teams, it's huge. But don't you worry, we're not just going to stare at a chart. We're going to pull apart the most exciting pieces, the biggest challenges, and the stories that are already starting to write themselves.
So, where do we even begin? Well, there's no better place than right here at home. The excitement for a home World Cup is just off the charts. So let's see exactly what the draw has in store for the USA, Mexico, and Canada.
Okay, so what's really fascinating here is just how different the road ahead looks for each of the host nations. You've got Mexico in Group A squaring off with South Africa and Korea Republic. Then there's Canada, who got a pretty tough draw in Group B against Qatar and a very solid Switzerland side. And then we have the USA in Group D, who are set to face off against Paraguay and Australia.
So, let's stick with the US for a second. Their opening match is against Paraguay. Now, the big question is that a good draw? I mean, on one hand, yeah, it's definitely a beatable opponent. It's a fantastic chance to kick off the tournament with 3 points. But here's the other side of it. Will a match against Paraguay, instead of, say, a huge European name, be enough to create that massive countrywide buzz on opening day? It's a winnable game for sure, but maybe not the blockbuster some fans were dreaming of.
All right, let's turn our attention to the reigning, defending world champions. Of course, all eyes are going to be on Lionel Messi and Argentina as they start their quest to defend the title.
So Argentina lands in Group J, and when you look at their opponents, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan, it really does seem like a pretty favorable path to get out of the group stage. Now, for the fans here in the US, the question is, where will they be playing? You see, Group J is scheduled for a match, M44, in San Francisco, and you just have to wonder, could that be the stage for Messi himself? You can bet that ticket is going to be one of the hottest on the planet.
But let's be real, Argentina isn't the only powerhouse in this thing. Not by a long shot. The draw has set up some absolutely massive clashes between the world's footballing giants, and they're happening right from the get-go. I mean, just get a load of some of these games. You've got Brazil taking on Morocco, who we all remember from their incredible run in 2022. There's a heavyweight fight between Spain and Uruguay. And how about this one? A rematch of the 2018 semifinal with England versus Croatia. It just goes to show you, there are going to be no easy games in this group stage. It's going to be intense.
And you know, we can't forget about Group K. Portugal is in there, and they've got a really tough match against a strong Colombia team on the calendar. But for so many people, this whole tournament is going to boil down to one question. Could this be it? Could one of these group stage games be the last time we ever see the legend, Cristiano Ronaldo, play on a World Cup stage?
You know, with every single World Cup draw comes that classic debate. The one that fuels arguments in pubs and group chats for months. Which group is the group of death? And this year, let me tell you, we've got some very strong contenders.
So which one is it? On the left, you've got Group E. You've got the European giant Germany, a powerhouse Côte d'Ivoire team, and a really tricky Ecuador side. Then, on the right, Group L pits England against the 2018 finalist Croatia and a formidable team from Ghana. Both of these groups are absolutely stacked. Just getting to the knockout round is going to be a massive achievement for whoever makes it out.
Okay, whew! So after that whirlwind tour through all 12 groups, what's the bottom line? What are the biggest things we should be taking away from all this? Let's do a quick recap of the main storylines we're going to be following.
So, to sum it all up, the hosts, they've got a real shot to make some noise. Argentina's path to defend their crown, well, it looks good, at least early on. You are absolutely going to want to keep your eyes glued to Groups E, I, and L. That's where the guaranteed drama is. And of course, we all need to cherish what could very well be the last World Cup dance for two of the greatest to ever play the game.
Look, this is really just scratching the surface. The dates, the times, the locations for every single one of these incredible matchups, it's all laid out. So if you really want to plan your life for a month and dive deep into the full schedule, you can check it all out at fifalavida.com.
And that brings us to the end. So I'll just leave you with one last question to chew on as the excitement builds over these next couple of years. Looking at these groups, thinking about the potential knockout brackets,
Which nation do you think has been handed the clearest, smoothest path to that legendary final? The debate starts right now.